Hi guys, welcome to my channel. So, it's early. Daylight savings time early, I guess. And I just haven't done one of these videos in a while, so I figured I should since I was just laying here. And I just wanted to talk about my past couple days. How everything has changed so drastically, and I'm not sure how I'm dealing with it. One day I was very emotional to the tune of I think I just cried all day, and I'm not a crybaby, so I think that was the day before yesterday. So as you guys know, a man ran in the back of my tractor trailer down in Florida, and it was like the scariest, loudest thing ever that happened. And just like I told y'all that night, it snatched my trailer back, like the force of it pushed me up and then snatched me back. So kind of snapped my head forward and back and popped my neck. And since that day, it's just been a lot of other weird shit happening to me, because now it's like I was doing some work on my phone the other day. Somebody called me, and so I answered the phone, and when I hung up, I forgot what I was doing. So it was like I had to search through my phone in order to figure out what it was that I was doing. And then I was just sitting there yesterday. I've been to the doctor. I had to go to the doctor once I got here. And it's just been non-stop appointments since then, because it's several things that is happening to me now after that accident that is weirding me out. Because yesterday I went to fill out some documents, and I just put the paperwork down and just sat there. And the lady, she, calls my name to get my attention. And she says, "Are you done with your paperwork?" And I'm like, "Yeah." So I get up to give it to her, but I'm thinking, why the fuck did I just do that? Oh, cloudy ass brain. It's like I can't think straight. So the doctor was telling me he thinks I have a mild concussion because, I guess it kind of shakes your brain, and that's what happened when I, got forced up and then my head jerked back. So right now, then it's like my vision is a little bit blurry. So that's happening, and that's a thing in the process. And it's just so many different things that is happening. But anyway, long story short, I'm not at work right now, and I can't go to work because I'm out of work right now because of all the stuff that's happening. And there's so much more, but, not stuff that I'm going to talk about right here, right now. But one of the things that happened was they were checking me, and I got put in a big-ass machine. And it just felt like, as I was laying there, I had my eyes closed, and it was giving me these flashes of light, flashes of stuff that was happening, and all I could see is a light, and then it was like a fairy sitting on her knees, but the light kept coming, And it was almost like something was being detached from my body. And so I'm still laying there because, one, I'm feeling like, I don't even know how I was feeling. It was just like a little ass tight space. And I didn't want to go into a panic attack. And I just was like, I don't know, the past couple of days have been me really questioning a lot of the stuff that happened. And I'm like, I know God has a plan. He didn't bring me this far to fail me. And I say the same things all the time. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. No matter what I'm going through, I know that eventually I'll see what it was done for. And then it's like, some of the stuff I just can't even mention because it's still in the process. But I promise, like, on my other channel, it was a promise to myself that everything that is going on, I try to, like, document at least so I can, see the difference in now and then, or when or how. And it's just like the amount of shit that spiritually goes down as compared to the amount of like the reality shit that goes down. Oh, sometimes we just, we want to know early, we want to know why, we want to know this, we want to know that, because it will make us feel better at the time when we're going through it. Because my biggest thing is, I'm always doing what I'm supposed to do. And lately it's been a big thing of other people continuing to keep invading my space, and then it does stuff. And that's what I keep saying to God, like, why am I continually, like, because I didn't ask anybody to come out of nowhere and hit me in the back. Like, I didn't ask for that. The other couple of things that's been happening, I didn't ask for that. Why is it that people continually keep being attracted to just invading my space and making stuff? Because then it makes me feel like I'm suffering for what other people are doing, and I just don't like that, because it's not me doing the thing. And then, as I told y'all before, it's just been like the dreams about my, and I just don't know. I just don't understand. And because I asked God, did I do something wrong? And I keep getting the same answer. No, you did everything right. You just keep doing the same exact thing. But it's like, so what's supposed to happen in the process? So as you guys see, I've been like working on my stuff, my, online stuff and things that I could do, because it's like, my body feels like it's been in a ball since that happened. So I got like swelling happening and stuff. And it's weird because, like, when I'm talking to the doctor, he's like, you've been in a car accident. So it's understandable, because I was just expecting it to be like, okay. I don't know what I was expecting, honestly. I just wasn't expecting to get hit. I could tell you that. And right now, it's just, I feel like I'm not happy. I could tell you that. I'm just not happy with the way that things have just went in the past fucking 5 years. I keep like just replaying shit, and it's like you just, but I had to learn, so I get the lesson, so I had to see it. Nobody could have showed me, and nobody could have told me that. I had to see it firsthand. It had to be shown to me, and because you want to believe in people, you want to believe in circumstances, you just want to believe, and again, I keep telling you guys, I'm like, the way I love people is above and beyond, and I'm not going to stop doing that. I just can't, because it's just in my nature. But I feel like I have been so withdrawn just from the world and from people, and the more I see from people, I just don't like it, and I just don't like them. And it's like, I keep telling God, like, you say I gotta love them, and I love them, but I just don't want to be near any of these people. And I don't even know if I'm creating my own, like, because of course I would want to be with somebody, but it's just like everybody that I see, I just don't like. And it's just, and of course I think people are nice and this, that, and the third, but it's like, it's not giving me the thing that I want from, like, trying to be in a relationship with somebody, or wanting to be close to somebody. So I think I'm really like, I don't know. I don't even know what I'm doing, honestly, because it's like, I get people talking to me every day. I get people that want to be with me every day. I get people that want to be around me every day. And it's just like, I feel like I'm backing myself in a corner, because one, why are y'all like that? Like, why are y'all the way y'all are? I feel so different now. Like, everything about me feels like it's just different. And I just don't feel like I belong. And it's crazy, because I think the world isn't like, it's amazing. Like, if you see how I am when it comes to like learning stuff, or just tasting stuff, or just like, it's the natural sounds. Those are the things that pique my interest. And then it's like, I don't know. It's something that's happening that I don't know what it is. Because, and then it's like, I like music. Music is therapy. So lately I've been listening to a lot of different people's music, because I've been noticing the sound of things is bothering me. Like, if it don't sound right, or if the beat isn't right, or if the frequency of it isn't right, I can't listen to it, because it's like, and that's what's been happening with me and like the old people that I used to listen to. Like, all of a sudden the frequency is off, and I can't hear it properly. And it's crazy, because that was somebody that I listened to a lot, but lately it's been like, I swear it don't feel like it's mixed down right, or something it just don't feel right, because music gives me a feeling, and it just don't feel right, and I don't understand. And it's like, I don't know, it's, I just don't know. Anyway, so right now I feel like I'm changing again, and yeah, I don't know. I've just had like the weirdest couple days also, like I said, since that accident happened, because it's like, And even my doctor said, like, your body's out of whack right now because, you know, shit happens in an accident. But I just feel like I'm just in a ball. Like, my son went to hug me the other day, and I kind of protected my body a little bit, and I didn't realize how sore I felt. And it's so weird because I think as a mom, I don't have time to be sick. I don't have time to be unhealthy. I don't have time to be, and I've been living in this mood for so long that it's bothering me that now it's just like I gotta sit still and feel stuff. And yeah, I just don't like it. I think I like to stay busy because I got shit to do for one. And then it's like, all I got is me. So if I drop the ball, it's just fucked up. And it's like, damn. I mean, I'm so used to it to the point that I think I'm working on autopilot right now. And me being forced to sit down is making me like now have to go through so many different emotions, and I still feel the exact same way. Like nothing has changed other than the fact that it's like you didn't have time to cry for nothing. So it's like it's all coming out all at once. Like, okay, you should have felt some type of way about this. And like recently, and this has been like, people calling me the Ice Princess. And then I had a long conversation yesterday with somebody from my past, and it was so amazing. I wish I actually had to put it on, record. They said they might do it, but it's probably not going to be the same because that was the most authentic way. And they told me, they said, you are so cold. Like, when you flip a switch, when you switch, you go too far. And I said, I could take that because I know that about myself. Like, it's like, and then I told the person, I said, I think the thing is because I keep letting people, they go too far with me. Like, I think, like, when I forgive you for one thing and then you do it again, and then you do it again, and then you do it again. And I said, but you heard me warning you the whole time. And they said, yeah, that is true. Like, you did. And because we was having a moment about what happened and how things transpired, and then because things seem like they're untangling themselves right now. That's what we were talking about. And everything seems to be setting itself on the right course. And that person said, you were supposed to be mine for forever. And I said, you didn't act like you wanted me to be yours for forever. So, and they told me, they said they didn't know how to be what I needed at the time because they watched different people in their life as they grew up be this way. And they said the one thing about me was they always told people, like, I got a girl at home, so it's like I'm never going to do anything, to mess that up with her. But the funny part was we were laughing yesterday because that person used to always tell me, he said, how come every time I'm about to cheat on you, you call me? And they even back then they used to say, it's like, like, you know. And so now it's funny because as I'm understanding certain things about me, it's like I can smell people, and I never realized I was smelling people. And then you just have a sixth sense about like your people or whatever, the people that you love. And I told him, I said, me and this person has always been connected, like literally always been connected. I told him, I said, I called you and God sent you to me. And that's one of the things, like, people don't realize if I really want somebody or something, I start calling them. And it ain't on the phone. So literally I was calling him. And it's funny because recently I haven't done that. Like, I haven't done that to anybody at all, period. And it made me think yesterday, I said, damn, because you know how to do it, but right now, in this particular time in my lifetime right now, I'm not doing that to anybody. Like, literally, I have not done that. Even when I thought a certain thing or a certain person was connected to me, I know how to call them. And the minute I put it in my mind for him, the person I was talking to yesterday, they showed up. Like, literally, it was like I said, this is what I want, or this is who I want. And I did what I normally do when I call somebody, and they came. And then from that point on, me and that person was together. It just wasn't right, maybe still in the process, but they was telling me that. And this was funny because we was talking about, like, you know, the breaking up or the shedding phase, and they told me, they said, you know, this year was the first year I didn't realize it was your birthday. Somebody else told me that it was your birthday, and I started to text you, but then I just didn't. And I said, so do you think that's a good thing? You know, they was like, you know, it took them a long time to get past me, I guess. And I was saying, I said, it's so funny because, like, when you start doing stuff to me, I think you're already past me. Because we even talked about, like, sex and stuff of that nature. Like, they was like, I remember, you know, they was talking about something that happened. We was on our way riding somewhere, and it was like, that was one of the memories that they have, because, you know, that was something that they just remember from me, and it just turned them on so much. And then they said, we used to have sex, like, so much. And I said, that was the other thing. Like, I was giving you everything that you needed, everything that you could have potentially wanted. I didn't understand, like, when you went and did what you did. I said, like, honestly, I had so much happen in that one particular relationship that I just didn't, because that relationship messed with my self-esteem. Like, I thought I wasn't good enough, because once they went and cheated on me, it was like, what, am I not good enough? Like, damn. But, you know, it ended up being like somebody else told me it had nothing to do with you. Like, that was just, but I didn't understand, because I was so in love with this person, and I was with this person 24/7. Like, when I tell y'all I'm clingy, like, I'm clingy. And people can call that toxic, they can call that codependent, they can call it whatever, but when I get my nigga, that's the way I like it. So I'm not going to date anybody that is not wanting that, because I want to be around them 24/7. And so this is like coming into learning the things that I like, the things that I want, and really not settling for that nothing less, because you could end up, you know, choosing a person, but if you already know, like, the person is not on your, y'all are just not gonna mesh the same, because that person don't like for somebody to be up on them. Like, these are all the things that need to be talked about. Anyway, long story short, that conversation gave so much, like, so much of an awakening. I was just thankful to have the conversation, thankful to get it, you know, Because like I told the person, one thing beget the other thing. But anyway, where I was going with this was the person was saying that I was cold. Like, I just, once it went the other way, I just don't, because when I cut it off, it's not even that I cut my emotions off because I still love that person. It's just that you did me so wrong. And so by the time I was tired, and the other thing they said is like, most people hide the things they do. I'm not that person. I tell everybody, I'm not going to hide nothing from you because, excuse me, by the time that it's time, the thing that I kept asking you for was transparency and clarity, because I tell every one of my people that I'm with, you never have to lie to me about anything. If you do something, tell me. If you want to do something, tell me. I've been that way my whole entire life, and I always told him that, even, as well. And he explained to me, he said, sometimes you think that you're protecting a person, but you don't realize you're damaging the situation even more. And so he said he finally really understands what type of person I am, because when you got to take a step back and look at things, and now that person is spiritual and they are seeing things, because the other issue was stuff happening. And I told that person, I said, I could never, one thing I tell everybody, I don't do things to hurt people. I'm not allowed to do that. Spiritually, mentally, physically, God would, I don't get what everybody else gets. People get time to fucking, you out here messing, meddling, and doing all. God don't give me that, because he knows I know better. I sit under God, so it's like I'm not allowed to do the things that y'all people do and get away with it. I get fucked up right away because I've been doing this. I ain't just become spiritual in the past 10 years. I've been spiritual a long ass time. So I don't get that, because I'm not allowed to do that. It don't matter what I know, how I know. It's just that the things that I know and the things that I do, I'm allowed to help people protect themselves, of course. I'm allowed to protect myself, of course. But just going out and doing something maliciously to put a hex or a curse on somebody, nah, dog, I'm not allowed to do that. That's the shit y'all, mundane ass people do. So I was explaining that to him, because he said, somebody had told him something. But anyway, he didn't understand the connection that we have. Because even still to this day, we have it. And that's what I told him. I said, I don't know what God has in store for me, period. But you do realize, me, when I want something, I go get it. That's why I know that I haven't had anything that I really truly wanted, because I haven't done the things that I normally would do to get it. It's because, and I think that, I don't know, sometimes I play games, and, I do know that, because it's and the game is, if a person does something, sometimes I act like I don't see it, or act like I don't hear it, or it's because sometimes some people just don't deserve my attention, but I'm going to give you a little bit of it. Or, so when I act like I don't hear stuff, right, it's normally because I don't feel like you talking to me. I heard you, and I know you was talking to me, but I don't feel like you talking to me, because you're not doing what a person does when they really want a person to know that they talking to you. So, or maybe because they say something that I'm trying to let them slide off of, and I just ain't trying to interact with them, because, I don't give a fuck. So I let you slide, because the end result, could be something different than you thought. But anyway, the point of that whole thing was me being cold, and me not liking people, and me not, and I feel like the people that should be around will be around. And yes, I may be cold, or I may come off cold, because this ain't new. I told you I had another person I used to date used to call me the ice princess because I'm very no nonsense, like when it comes to certain things, and so it comes off, and I get it. I make no apologies for it. If you feel like I'm being cold to you, it's probably, you probably need it or you probably deserve it. But I don't want to be that to the person that I'm supposed to connect with or be around. I just don't know how to be anything else because I don't like people trying to play in my face. I don't like people trying to play games with me. I don't like people trying to play games behind my back. I just don't like it and I just won't tolerate it. And so it's like, if a man is not a certain type of way when they enter into my space, I'm not going to be friendly with you. I don't have to. And who wants a woman that's friendly with everybody? Like, that's some weird ass shit. Like, nobody got time for that. But either way, I'm just more analyzing myself, more trying to understand myself, more. And yeah, it's like right now that's so weird because, again, after the past couple of days, there's some more weird shit happening. So hopefully, oh, I don't know if y'all heard that, but now my neck keeps popping and cracking. It's weird. That's been since the accident. Every time I fucking move in some type of way, it fucking sounds weird. But anyway, that's all I gotta say for now. Thank you guys for coming to my channel. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Go with God.